Hi guys, let's push boundaries. Today we are looking at the other company officers. Last time we did the company directors, and the company directors, we said a lot on company directors. So the company directors are the officers of a company. So that's why the next topic is called other company officers, meaning that the director is also an officer. So we are looking at other officers now on this topic. And this topic focuses on secretary and the auditor of the company. They'll ask you in the exam that who appoints the secretary. But what you have to understand is, guys, when a company is being run, we do have the executive directors, and we also have those that review their performance, those that monitor them, the non-executive. So guys, these people, they meet in the board of directors, you understand? So that's why people, they do meetings, that's why people, they make decisions, that's why they agree. So the secretary is appointed by who? By the directors. So it is the directors that appoint the company secretary. They'll also ask you in the exam about the auditor, that who appoints the first ever auditor. Guys, they will agree in the board. We do have different audit firms. Think of the big four. We have Ernst & Young, EY, we have Deloitte, we have KPMG, we have PwC, right? Those are the four. I have given you examples of four big audit firms, you understand? A company can choose about the auditors, right? So you can choose about the company auditors that are this year will be audited by this company. So you understand? So those that appoint the first ever auditor, it is what? The directors. It is the directors, you understand? But if the directors are not doing so, then it will be the shareholders, or the shareholders are called the members. But the first ever are appointed by the directors. Right, now guys, we have the private limited company. We have the private limited company. We have the public limited company. And we all know that a public limited company is listed on the stock exchange, right? So this is a listed company. This is a listed company, right? Now, what about company secretary? I'll start with the company secretary. On the private limited company, yes, they can have a secretary as a private company, but it is not a must to have a company secretary. But on public limited company, which is listed, guys, what you have to understand, public limited company has so many requirements. It is a must to have a company secretary. That's on public limited company. It is a must to have a company secretary. It's not a choice. And the company secretary must be qualified. The secretary has to be qualified enough. We say minimum of 3 years experience, and the secretary must be qualified, like being a member of any professional board, such as ACCA, you understand? Yes, should be the member of a professional board, such as ACCA, which is Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. Or maybe you didn't do all those professional courses. Maybe we are saying is a solicitor, you understand? If you're a lawyer, then that's fine, barrister. So, but the key thing, the company secretary must be qualified. You understand? What they also ask in the exam is the duties of a secretary. So guys, in the board of directors, on the company directors, we say it is the chairman who runs the board, or we say chairperson. Yes, I prefer I prefer the word chairperson, just to include also ladies. Yes, as a lady, you can be a chairman. Yeah, that's it. Right. Yes. So now we are seeing when running the company, people, they'll do meetings. So in the board, they agree. So who runs the board? The chairman or the chairperson runs the board of directors. We have the secretary in the board. So the secretary will be writing minutes. What will be discussed and being approved in the board of directors is called minutes, you understand? So the secretary will be writing minutes. So guys, for the people to also attend the meeting, remember they send information first. So invitation, they would invite you to the meeting, you understand? So you receive notice first. So it is also the duty of what? Secretary to also tell people about the meeting, you understand, about the dates, and also you'll be writing minutes, and there are some of the documents that need to be signed as well. So it is the secretary who also signs other documents, and some of the things after writing minutes, you give the chairperson to just review the work, and if he agrees, then that's fine. And it is the secretary that has to keep the registers. You understand? I'm talking about the duties of company secretary. Yes, secretary, the company secretary. Like I said, on public limited company, it is a must to have the company secretary. You understand? Easy that. Now, about the power. The secretary has the power, yes, but just like the director, the power comes from the board of directors. The power comes from the board. And as a secretary, you also have, if you have a power, maybe it might be anything that has to do with the contracts. Yes, you also have the power to have contracts. Maybe it's all about, maybe the contract, it's all about attending the meetings. You understand? Maybe the secretary even can hire a motor vehicle, so for people to attend the meeting. You understand? The motor vehicle that needs to be used by the directors who wants to attend the meeting. You understand? So it's power to do that. Right. Let's move on to the company auditor. The company auditor. Guys, remember the topic of directors. We said the owners are the shareholders. The shareholders, they own the company. They hire people who directs the company. So the shareholders, they appoint the what? The directors, and to be specific, which directors are hired to run the company? The executive directors, right? So the responsibilities are, they run the company, you understand? They don't just run the company, they prepare, guys, they prepare the what? They prepare the FS, they prepare the financial statements, such as what? The statement of profit or loss, the statement of financial position every year end. But guys, the shareholders, how would they know that the financial statements are showing a trend fair value? How do they know? Not just the shareholders, we do have different stakeholders. Even the tax authorities, they need to know the profit that was made by the company so that they will be able to charge the tax. You understand? So they need to be confident that this is true, the profit that they are reporting is true. The financial position. Even we look at the banks, we look at the finance providers, they don't just give you money. So they look at your financial statements. But the financial statements should be showing a trend fair view. So who give us that assurance that what has been done by the directors is correct? Who gives the assurance? For the shareholders to be confident, they will hire people who will audit the financial statements. And those people, they are called the auditors. And to be specific, allow me to write this. We say the external auditors. So what are the duties of external auditors? So we are saying they audit the financial statements. You understand? And when they audit the financial statements, they express an opinion they express an opinion. Guys, they tell us whether the financial statements are showing a true and fair view. And when we are doing audit and assurance, I would say that they will report that if the financial statements were prepared in all material respects, that is in accordance with the applicable financial reporting framework. Right. So they express an opinion and they what? They give us reasonable assurance. So the shareholder is going to trust what the external auditors will be saying. But guys, there are conditions. So now on corporate and business law, we say, like for them to be able to audit the company, they are the external, right? What is the eligibility for them to audit? So number one, guys, these people that we are talking about, obviously they must be qualified. Obviously qualified. Who hire companies, obviously the auditors, they will be qualified. They must be members of different professional bodies such as the ACCA. You understand? And also eligibility for them to audit, they must be independent. They must be independent. About being independent, we are saying they must not have any relationships with the directors who have prepared the books. You understand? Imagine your company has been hired to audit this firm. So they will send a team. So just imagine the team, and you are one of that team. And then you have discovered that there is one of the directors who have prepared the books is your friend or is a family member. Will you be objective? So in audit, if you see that you are not independent, then you have to report to your superiors so that you'll be removed from an audit team, because it's not ethical for you to audit the company that you know that you are not independent. So ineligibility as an auditor, if you are not independent, you can't audit that company. Number two, just imagine you work within this company. If you work within that organization that is being audited, you can't audit the company because you work there, you are not independent. That's now obvious that there is familiarity threat on these directors. You know them. You can't audit the company that you work in, even if you are qualified. You work in there, so therefore you are not independent. You understand? So that's the external auditors. So if they say even they will tell us the duties of auditors, their duties to audit the financial statements and express an opinion. You understand? So they have to give assurance to the shareholders that what has been done is correct or is not correct. And so, but for them to be able to understand what has been done, so they are given rights. You understand? These external auditors, they are given the rights. So they do have the rights. So they have rights to have access to company books and records. So that they are given rights. Do you know that the external auditor, they also have the right to attend the company meetings? They have the right to attend the meetings, even to receive the notice of if the directors are having a meeting. So the directors can say, this meeting, we don't want you auditors to come. So remember, for them to know what has been done, they have to gather enough evidence. So if they want to attend meetings, they have the right to attend meetings. If they say, give us your books, you want to look at something, they have the right to have access to company books and records. You understand? They have the right to receive explanations that are necessary for the audit. You understand? So they are given different rights. So guys, that's it. So, and now on the auditors, remember what we also said about the resolution, the removal of auditor, they are removed by also ordinary resolution plus special notice. And now, if you are an auditor under private limited company, you can be auditor forever until we no longer need you. But on public limited company, guys, on public limited, guys, if you are the auditor, at the end of the year, they will what? They will retire. Even if we talk about the company directors, under public, all directors will retire. So for you to be the director next year, you have to be reappointed again. If you are not reappointed, then you will not be the director next year. The same applies to the auditors. They will retire, they will be reappointed under public limited company. They have to be reappointed next year. They have to be reappointed next year again for them to be the auditor of the company. But the auditor, if you no longer want them, they will be removed. Or sometimes they can resign for so many reasons. So guys, that's the topic.